Welcome back to the Blue, Albertson Stadium, home of your Boise State Broncos, the bastion of Bronco Nation, a field of dreams where greatness has become a tradition. Whether you're new to Idaho and this is your first game, or your family has had season tickets for 3 generations, Lithia Ford of Boise wants you to know you're welcome here.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Well, greetings, Boise State fans. Welcome on into the Lawlor Events Center here in Reno, Nevada. We're dealing with some Wi-Fi issues, so hopefully we can make this happen. There's Boise State on the court right now, warming up for this one. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us your comments, your thoughts. What do you think of Boise State as they get set to play Nevada in a big game? I guess the breaking news is that there is nobody out tonight. Boise State's full roster is here and available for this game. So I've got the band right behind me. As you can see, they're making some noise. So hope you can hear me okay, but give us a shout out. Where are you watching the game from? Let us know, and appreciate folks checking this out. The Lithia Ford of Boise, Idaho Central Credit Union pregame show. The pregame show, Lithia Ford of Boise, we appreciate them. If you're in the looking for a car or truck, please use them. And our road trip coverage sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union. Big one tonight for Boise State. The whole team is here. We got the comments chiming in. Jen says, go Broncos. We got James saying good luck tonight. Randy is watching from Caldwell, Idaho. I apologize for the issues here with the video. We're going to work on that. But a big one for Boise State. And, Boise State hasn't played, obviously, since beating Fresno State on the 28th of December. They got the 7-game winning streak, but it's been, almost 2 weeks or over 2 weeks. They haven't played a game. So, Nevada's in a similar boat. We'll see if that affects Boise State tonight. Obviously, a unique situation with the, coming off the COVID pause for both teams. And I think it's going to be really interesting to kind of see what happens tonight for this one. So Boise State, again, the whole team is here. That's a good sign. Everybody is here and able to play. So that's a really good sign that Boise State didn't have to have anybody still be out, because of COVID or anything like that. My understanding is at least one player and one staff member had to fly down today. There were some, issues, I guess, testing or whatever that allowed them to not make it down. But the team is here, and they're back, and they're ready to go. And Boise State's head coach, Leon Rice, did talk to the media. I want to play some of that. We got nice to see the team playing well again. Watching from Montana, we got someone named Karen Rains, that happens to be my wife, saying, let's go Boise State. Nevada, are they full strength? Yes, they're also full strength as well. So Nevada is at full strength. You can see Boise State warming up here on the court, getting some shots in. Is this the game Max Rice gets going? I'm going to call Max Rice hitting at least 1 3-pointer tonight. Let's see if we can call that. He's obviously been struggling mightily from the outside. But a couple keys for Boise State. They got to stay out of foul trouble. Obviously, Malad and Armouche cannot get in foul trouble. Grant Sherfield, Desmond Cambridge, the two really good guards on Nevada, averaged 48 points a game combined against Boise State last year. So that cannot happen again if Boise State wants to win this one. Cambridge was 23 points, Sherfield 25. So Boise State's going to have to do a better job limiting those two guys this year. That last loss for Boise State came back on November 30th. So Boise State hasn't lost a game in like 40 days or whatever it is. So they got to try to, keep it going. But this is not a place that has treated them well. Boise State has lost 6 in a row here at the Lawlor Events Center in Reno. Boise State just 1-11 in its last 12 games against Nevada overall. So it's been a struggle. Boise State, against Nevada in recent years. That's obviously something they're going to try to get going. But the big news of the day, Boise State, the whole roster is here. Everybody is able to play. And here's Coach Leon Rice talking about, dealing with that COVID situation and some guys getting sick.
A large number that tested positive, and the tough thing about that is we had some guys that were really, really sick. And so, the most important thing is that, if like BJ, if your son was playing for me, I'm going to look out for him and his health. And that's where it starts. And it was the last thing we wanted to do, especially all that goes into getting ready for a game and all that goes into traveling to get there. And, once you get to pregame meal, the hay's in the barn, the absolute last thing in the world you ever want to do is not play that game. And the players feel that way. The coaches feel that way. Everybody does. And so for us to have to cancel a game like that. And then, the tough thing that I don't like is, through this, there's laws, I get it. And there's all things that you can't really talk about, I guess, because of privacy. But I just hate everybody being in the dark on this stuff, because things just get canceled and we can't even really explain to everybody what's going on and why they're canceled. And, because I see things that are canceled and I'm like, what the heck happened to that? Dang it. I was looking forward to it. And I know there's a lot of fans that, especially, the way we're playing, and there's a lot of fans that are looking forward to us playing those games. We had some great games. And to give up the Colorado State home game at Utah State, at Wyoming, that was a tough situation. But it's also the way it is. And, we're going to come back strong. And there's going to be challenges. Of course there is.
There he is, Leon Rice. We're about 20 minutes away from tip-off. The game is going to be on Fox Sports 1. You can listen to Bob and Abe on the radio side over there on 670 KBOI on the radio side, Bob and Abe. So the referees are on the court. 2 teams are on the court. We're going to actually have a basketball game here, it looks like, folks. So it's been a long wait, 2 weeks or so, for Boise State to get on the court. And as you can see, Boise State warming up. They're going with the black uniforms tonight for Boise State. And again, the full roster is here. The full Boise State roster is here, and it looks like everybody's going to be good to go. We got Randy McCall and Chris Rastatter, 2 of the big-time officials out on the West Coast and in the country officiating this game. So you would not think officiating should be a huge problem. But, again, Mladen Armouche staying out of foul trouble is going to be a huge key for Boise State. They've got to keep Mladen Armouche out of foul trouble. Got to find a way, 2 7-footers there for Nevada. And you have to find a way with those 2 7-footers and try to have a chance to battle with them down low. But as I said earlier, it starts with Grant Sherfield, 25 points a game in 3 games against Boise State last year. He's averaging almost 19 points a game this season. And as Leon Rice said, it's going to be tough, and that's the big key, trying to slow down Grant Sherfield.
Grant Sherfield, and he starts with him. He's the straw that stirs the drink, no doubt. He just, he's so tough in those ball screens. He can look at the picture and make great decisions after great, and he does it just repeatable. It's repeatable. And he's just one of those guys that the game seems to really slow down for him. And then, Cambridge, a great competitor, great shooter, can really, really score. Like I said, they got, now they got a front line that's 2 7-footers and I think they're a really good basketball team, and they're well coached. Like, Steve does a great job. And so there's a lot of things you got to be able to deal with to stop them.
We had a question here. As you can see, the warm-up's going on. Again, I apologize for the issues with the Wi-Fi. Hopefully you are able to hear me and see me okay. Dayton asking about the Ken Palm net ranking. Nevada comes in at number 92. So this would be a quad 2 opportunity tonight for Boise State. That is correct, Dayton. So big one tonight for Boise State. It is a quad 2. It could fluctuate as the season goes on, but this is an opportunity for Boise State to get a quality win, a big win, a national TV game, and keep this winning streak going. Obviously, a brutal stretch coming up for Boise State. They got to play at Albuquerque on Saturday against New Mexico, turn around, play Tuesday at home against Air Force, and then next week, Thursday, Saturday, go right back on the road and play at Utah State and at San Diego State. So I've got the students behind me. We got the band behind us. We got to have the cheerleaders in front of us. So they got us on the baseline here for this one. The media sits on the baseline here in Reno. So should be fun. We'll have a lot of coverage. Go Broncos. Appreciate that. We'll have a full post-game, though, as well. I think I have a plug-in to give us some better Wi-Fi for the post-game, but Coach Leon Rice and at least one player will join us live on the post-game show. So go listen to Bob and Abe on 670 KBOI or watch the game on Fox Sports 1, and then when it's over, come back to the social media channels here of Bronco Nation News. We'll have a live post-game show. We'll try to get some highlights, and we'll have some interviews and stuff. So going to be a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys for checking this out. I've got to get off here. We're about 15 minutes till tip, and I cannot violate Mountain West rules. So I've got to be off the air here before the clock hits 15. So appreciate you guys for checking this out. Appreciate your support of Bronco Nation News. Hopefully you'll consider a subscription, just $7 a month, or you can pay $70 for the whole year and get 2 months free and help us support the travel costs and things that it takes to put this together. So appreciate it, Kurt. No problem. Happy to be here. Should be a fun game. Big opportunity for Boise State to keep the win streak going. We'll see what happens. We will talk to you after the game on the post-game show here at Bronco Nation News, bronconationnews.com.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union. Looking after.
Welcome back to the Blue, Albertson Stadium, home of your Boise State Broncos, the bastion of Bronco Nation, a field of dreams where greatness has become a tradition. Whether you're new to Idaho and this is your first game, or your family has had season tickets for 3 generations, Lithia Ford of Boise wants you to know you're welcome here.